Joey Kaufman, USC beat writer at the Orange County Register and New York, or LA Daily News, I should say, joins us now to talk about USC in particular. You're in Hollywood, Joey. Script writers can't do this, can they? I mean, this is, above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Yeah, it almost reads kind of like a new Netflix show or something. It's pretty wild. It's got Hollywood, USC. It's sort of American privilege in the 21st century. It's got everything you'd want.
How would you sum this up if somebody is just finding out about this now?
Kind of the way you touched on, but it's really for you from the USC perspective. It's a story that's another scandal for the university. It's another federal investigation. This is 2 years after the school had a men's basketball assistant coach who was implicated in that FBI corruption case, and that's kind of the issue for USC is that they can't really stay out of their own way, and it's another black eye for the athletic department.
How high up does this go? Like if we felt the entire fallout from USC?
One of the interesting parts, a lot of the schools had a coach involved in this. Texas had a tennis coach who was involved in it. Yale had a coach, as the clip previously mentioned. UCLA had its men's soccer coach. USC had some coaches involved in it. Their legendary water polo coach who was fired yesterday, Jovan Vavic, and a former women's soccer coach. But they also had a senior associate athletic director, Donna Heinel, involved in it. And for people who aren't familiar with her, she is basically kind of the third-ranking member of the athletic department. There's Lynn Swan, the athletic director, Steve Lopes, the CFO, and then Donna Heinel, who's also the senior women's administrator. So she's overseeing all the women's sports at USC. Her role at the university is also kind of a point person with the athletic department going to the admissions department. So she had a pretty powerful role, and if you're kind of looking to have this scheme go on for a long period of time, she would be kind of the right person to go after because she was a person, as the indictment talks about, she would meet with the subcommittee in the admissions department every 2 weeks, present cases. So if you're looking to slip somebody's application in under the radar and that's doctored in some form, she's the person to go to.
If you're the FBI, how deep do you go? How long has this scheme been going on at schools like USC?
According to the complaint, it began in 2014. They said Donna Heinel took more than $1.3 million in bribe payments for 24 prospective students who were posing as athletes. So it's gone on now for that's 6 years.
Why did they have to create profiles of fake athletes?
Yeah, some of this was not really brilliant work. I mean, the degrees to which they went to some of this they went a good ways. They had Lori Laughlin had two daughters who had no previous crew experience. They don't have any background in the sport, and they took photos of her two daughters on a rowing machine. So it wasn't exactly really all that elaborate. They had it was a private equity executive son in the Bay Area who went to a high school that didn't even have a football team. So they made him into a fake kicker punter. I suppose you wouldn't need to actually play on a team maybe to be a fake kicker punter. So they took some photos of him and used Photoshop to present him to the admissions board as a punter, and he got in as a walk-on. So they kind of had to do some of this stuff with Photoshop, and it's not too elaborate, but I guess it was elaborate enough to get by.
How'd they break the case?
A lot of this was obtained via wiretaps. One of the key people involved was William Singer. He's runs a Newport Beach charity, and he was flipped, and he was caught on some wiretaps talking, and some of his phone conversations were intercepted. So that was a big part of it in relation to USC. He's seen talking to some of the administrators and some of the families talking about Donna Heinel and the administrators. So that's kind of how some of the USC information came to light.
Is there going to be jail time?
Donna Heinel was arrested yesterday, and so was Jovan Vavic, the water polo coach. That kind of remains to be seen, but they were taken into custody yesterday, and they've been indicted, and I guess we'll see from here.
Wow. Imagine showing up at work, and you're planning your day, and then all of a sudden there's a knock at the door. Yeah, we're here to see Miss Heinel. Oh, yes, come on in. Who can I say is calling? The FBI. Oh, hold on. And next thing you know, you're interlocking your hands and you're headed to jail. I mean, this is a movie waiting to happen, Joey. You don't even need to write a script. They've already done it. Crazy.
And this is the second. Jovan Vavic was with the water polo team and arrested while they're preparing to play Hawaii later this weekend. So they were in Honolulu. It's kind of the second time in 2 years where a USC coach is out on the road, either with the team recruiting. Tony Bland was the men's basketball assistant coach. He was arrested 2 years ago at his hotel room in Tampa, Florida, while visiting a recruit. So everything that's happened in the last couple of years has been kind of wild, from the federal government's involvement in the basketball case and then now this. Is
it over as far as USC, the fallout?
Who knows? It seems like there's a new scandal every day at USC, and it's hard to predict what happens next, so I don't want to be proven wrong or anything like that.
All right. Well, Joey, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for having me, Dan.
That's Joey Kaufman, USC beat reporter, the Orange County Register, and the LA Daily News.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.